by tradition.
Hold
And that
tight.
is hold tight the 3-point collectors.
Next thing, Tottenham are whipping boys for Liverpool. You lot ain't beat us in how long? So look at your face. So when I they forget about when the council is gonna take the bridge.
Oh, for real? When there was a little car park out front. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's hold
Liverpool. And as much as we can talk about Mane is a good player, Salah is a good player, they're just not the X factor, bro. Don't forget about it.
Another episode of Stoppage Time TV, live in the flesh, live in direct on the flex. You already know what time it is. Culture Cams, Fuad Kadani,
Where you go, food. F Diddy.
whatever it is.
Society.
Top 4 food.
Top 4 few, top
TFF. That's what they call me now. My Twitter handle gonna change soon. Watch this space.
Saying Turin Day, live in the flesh once again. Myself, my record. You
Fresh
know what
off
time
the
it is.
Spurs Stadium game as well, yeah?
Yeah. Superstar and that.
That's why
Influencer.
he's now wearing Elton John shades now as well, innit?
Hey, listen.
Superstar, yeah?
The price of the brick going up.
Man said, because I'm a rockin' man.
Oh, hey, free YSL as well, man. Free YSL. But anyway, you know what I mean?
I won't say many
mix
things.
that,
I'm gonna be.
Hey, free fun.
You're dumb. But listen, you already know what time it
My hair in
is.
memoration of him.
Final game of the domestic season across Europe, I
Bye.
believe. But the content isn't over. Champions League next week. Saturday, we have our watch along for the Champions League. So if you submitted to be on the guest list, we will see you there. Do
You
not
listen,
snooze.
you have till
Go on.
next Thursday. You have till Thursday.
Thursday's the
If
deadline.
you have not sent your names in, because we have opened the space for more people. So we will be replying to all DMs as the week goes on. But if you have not sent it in by Thursday, sorry, there is no exceptions. So send it in by Thursday. If you want to be there Thursday and first serve, you better get there. Because if listen, don't come and
Come
tell us
early
we
to avoid
can't see the
disappointment.
screen. Do not tell us that. We told you to get there on time, get your nice seat, get your nice placement. So
Come
guys,
early
send
to
it in.
avoid disappointment.
Hella
After
chicken wings
Thursday,
as well.
yeah.
Halal as well. You know what I
After
mean?
after
Let 'em know.
Thursday, real talk. After Thursday,
Let 'em
no
out, easy.
private messages, no messages to the Stoppage Time account, whatever. It's done. Before we go any further, like, share, subscribe. That is the only way we can sustain this operation and keep going. So do what you need to do. Pause the
Comment.
video now. Do it. Comment of how you thought the season's gone so far.
Yes.
Comment on how you think we're doing. You know,
Yes.
because this is season 3
Bruv.
since the rebrand. Since the
Nah,
rebrand,
literally.
So,
season
boy,
3 now, bruv.
but
Since the brand split.
what's that?
Since the brand split.
Yeah.
We're raw. They're smacked.
We said, well, who came over? Who were you?
Bro.
Cut angle, say.
He came over from WCW, bro.
I'm
He was Hogan.
Stone Cold. You know when he beat the Alliance? Man.
Oh my gosh,
You know what I'm
that's so
saying?
mad. But without further ado, hold out the sponsor Manscaped. Giveaway. We need to activate that this week, so I'll think of how to do that for next week's episode.
Listen,
I have to do the giveaway
comment
at the
for
Champions
the
League.
giveaway,
Like, watch along.
Yeah.
Comment on this episode and we'll do like a random comment selected thing.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
funniest comment. Let's do funniest comment.
Alright.
Funniest comment.
Whatever, yeah. Whatever
Funniest
catches our
comment
eye.
will get Manscaped. Remember, you have to be in the UK for posted and packaged reasons, please. We're not sending anything to
Listen, back home
Uzbekistan.
now.
No, we're not doing none of that stuff.
How you trying to get Uzbeks like
Uzbekistan.
that, bro?
It's just the first place that came to mind still. But hold tight, the 3-point collectors in the room. Hold tight the champions. Hold tight the champions.
Hey, big up, man.
Hold
trophy.
tight the top 4
Is
collectors.
that hold on, is that 3 in a row for City as well, or 2 now?
2 in a row, 4 and 5.
Come on, don't rush straight.
4 for Pep.
That only set.
Pep
You
is
saying
now
top 4 as well?
Yeah, Pep is now second to Alex Ferguson in Premier League titles. We'll go into all of that type of stuff. 4 and 6 for Pep. Yeah. They have 6 titles. Do City have 6 titles? 6
Surpassed
titles.
Chelsea.
Surpassed Chelsea, yeah. But we'll go into all of it. Yeah, real talk. Real minute.
It's uncomfortable. Boy. It's uncomfortable.
So there's a lot.
It's,
Two of those. You get me? You get me? You can't. Life is about balance.
Yeah.
Like the 0 goal difference. But we'll get into everything. You know like that.
Hey, we got 13 of them things. You know what I mean? So you better just cool down when we start talking about the history.
Hold tight. Do you say hold tight Leeds for staying up and hold tight Burnley for getting relegated?
Man said hold tight getting relegated.
They had a good shift. They had a good shift. You get me? You know what I mean?
was good.
Yeah, the stint was good. They had some votes on that. Them man tried the thing,
it
but
could be the end of an era, bruv.
What, the stiff teams?
Brutal, ugly, stiff teams.
Yeah.
We had Bolton. We had Stoke, who carried the baton.
Yeah.
Then Burnley after that.
yeah,
This might be a new era, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause
say
everyone's
hold
got-
tight the Premier League. What a spectacle they put on today. What a
What, the script
spectacle.
writers?
Box
Bro,
office. Box office.
what a spectacle the Premier League. Other leagues, sorry, you ain't providing that at the moment. You know what I mean? You ain't providing that excitement. So
Facts.
yeah, man. Let's get into
kick off.
it.
Let's start with the winners.
Of course.
There's only one way to really start this, and it's to ask the question: was that all necessary?
Yes.
Do you think that's necessary?
Yes.
Was that necessary?
Is that necessary?
Was that all necessary?
100%.
Did they try and recreate the Aguero moment, or do they just buckle underneath the lights
Nah.
and really rally it up?
The lights were bright. Can't lie. First half, they looked like the nerves was getting to them. I don't know what was going through City, but they just seemed like it's today or bust, and they looking like they were gonna bust. And for me, it was when the second goal went in. I thought, hold on,
Surely not.
this is
Surely not.
surely not like
What's the goal back?
you know when like they do mad script writes at the end.
Yeah,
I said 10 years ago it was them doing Aguero. Now this is happening to them.
This one
Nah.
even script right. This is like, you know, when you play a game of FIFA, you're like,
The momentum is just no matter what you do, it's not coming off. And then I can't even lie, I gotta give you some flowers today, bruv. Your man, I thought, came off the bench and changed the game. Gundo,
Gangster Gundo.
as he calls him, the key. Because he came and unlocked, I felt like, the goal, the assist. I thought he was played second half pretty much man of the match, I thought. And KDB as well, I thought second half of the season, he has kind of epitomized their push to the title. But he has been level player of the year. We'll get into that discussion, of course. But today he delivered and stepped up. He was even in the first half. I felt like he was the only one trying to be like,
Bro,
hey,
he
we got
driving them.
something on the line here. Meanwhile, everyone's a bit like, yo, it's a bit overawing me. But fair play, man. For me, I think the biggest thing I took away from that was City's character. I think last couple of weeks it's been called into questions for letting Liverpool get back into the race. The way they threw away the Champions League. When you go 2 goals down at home on the final day, that's the ultimate time nerves kick in.
The thing is, though, do you think, though, going back to like what Maze's question was, that was it necessary in terms of the character that showed was great, but as we've seen against better teams, this character's not going to show. Like, why does it have to take for them to kick in desperation mode? Now it's like fans expect nothing from us. We'll give it all we got, but when they have it, your passes are sloppy. You guys are just. You're nervous, bro.
Yeah.
City were trying to play 100 miles an hour. I'm like, you guys usually are calm, collective.
Yeah.
They were trying to force it and pump it. And bro, I think it was like 41 minutes in, I was seeing City do long balls.
Do you know
Like
what?
it was
Long
90th
balls.
minute.
Yeah. What?
What is scary about that is Guardiola as a manager, and anywhere he goes and what he epitomizes. We've always said it's live by the sword, die by the sword. We're always gonna play how I want us to play. So to see City so unhinged at that, it's like, what's going into you guys? This is not. This isn't normal.
Rocking back, drinking the water bottle. I was like, yo,
He was sitting like this.
over. I was like, yo, this.
I
is
said,
actually
stand up
over.
and coach. That's what I said. I said, stand up and coach.
I said, I am midday rise. I am midday rise.
bro, for real. No,
But
for real.
you mentioned KDB, and it goes back to what you were saying about you want your star man to sort of take control of situations.
Big players, big moments.
The Gundo thing it's been spoken about a while, especially by you and Hare. But how ironic that it's Pep's first signing that proves the pivotal man to sort of, you know.
And he's leaving the club as
That's
well.
what I'm saying. Like, do you see the thing I tweeted?
Is that confirmed?
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it
yeah,
was.
he's
There was
leaving.
conversations and stuff about, because you know how with Pep, there's always one key guy that's got to go.
Apparently
Yeah.
he's got like back issues or something. I don't know. Something got
But
abused back. He's trying
What
to
a,
coach
what a
and
way
stuff.
to win it.
Sign
In
off.
all of that drama, I was telling production, there was no point at Liverpool actually winning the title, which is hilarious. Not against hilarious.
How do you
Liverpool
mean
fans.
by that?
So even in every single situation, if you take the goal by goals and everything, Liverpool were never top of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
They
whole
were
time
never
it was goal difference.
The whole time they were never actually winning the league. So there was all that drama, but you're still like waiting on the miracle to
Yeah,
happen.
but it's because the drama has come because, bro, I can't lie, that was a mad deadline because the drama was coming because City are bottling it.
Yeah.
And Liverpool are mentality monsters.
Yeah.
The
They're not
inevitable.
going.
Mane scores again, offside. You're
Yeah.
like, it's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming. Salah's warming up. You're like,
Yeah.
it's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming. It
And
goes
then-
to 2. You're like, it's over. Here we go. And it's still 1-1. It's
Yeah.
still 1-1. Still 1-1. Then City had to get to score 3 goals before Liverpool scored their second one with Salah, because Salah scored and celebrated
yeah.
it like he's Aguero, and it didn't happen.
He
But-
thought it was his.
yeah, I
moment.
mean, so City
'Cause
scored
that
3.
secured his golden boot as well. So you thought,
Yeah.
like the script
double
writer was-
whammy.
yeah.
Bro, it was bro, it was actually mad.
was
And
mad.
bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, like, bro, I have never felt that way watching the game. Bro, I had it split screen, just sit there in my bed, split screen, yeah. Fam, I felt physically sick to my stomach, bro.
Why?
Like, bro, I was getting like fucking fuzzy feelings.
Sweats, cold sweats.
Bro, I was like,
my chest was closing.
bro, I'm telling you, yeah,
What's
bro.
that in the rip? he's bumming on his sweater already.
There was a moment where literally, I swear to you, bro, my hands were shaking. I was like,
What's it, sweaty pog?
I was literally like, listen, I'm done. I would not talk football for the rest of the summer. Let me just go into hibernation. Do you know how much I was riding on? Do you know how much my neck would have got? Yo, I would have been finished, bro. If Liverpool won that Prem and they're on the way to a quadruple, I would have been finished. Because about 3-4 games ago, when they dropped points to you, man, I said quadruple hype, give your heads a wobble. Then next thing you know, bro, I swear to you, I felt so. And obviously, it's lesser of two evils, it's City
Yeah.
and Liverpool. But bro, I was like, nah, this was a
They're gonna
different
be etched
feeling,
into
bro.
history with a quadruple. Etched. Something had to say, you know, hey, listen,
Do you
we're
know
gonna
what's-
give you something, but we can't give you everything.
What's
Everything.
what's weird about this is the second time they've lost by point margin, right?
No, they lost by 3 points.
3 points, and then this is a point. Oh no, today was 3 points, isn't it? It wasn't even right. So it could have been a point. End up 3 points. They've come close multiple times. This rivalry this is like 5 of this rivalry. City have won now. That's 4 in the last 5, 5 in the last 6. It is a blue moon. Liverpool, however, in this moment, we're always talking about Liverpool being great, and they are great. But it's such a shame that they won't be able to taste that greatness to the level they should do because of this great City team.
They get the second Champions League though.
But again, it goes to what Pep said. He said their heritage is Champions League, ours is domestic.
Cool. And I know. Listen, I hear that.
No, it's 1 point.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I thought.
it's 1 point.
So
Yeah,
that means
Liverpool
it's 2
got
seasons, 1 point.
92.
Yeah,
I thought
so
it was much.
That's crazy. 2 seasons to have that. I don't know, man. But
So
I still
what-
think
Go
if
on.
they get the 2 Champions Leagues, they've still got right
No,
to
I'm not-
say, listen,
They're a great
you
team.
didn't
Yeah, yeah,
dominate this era like you could.
No, I'm not
Because
talking about-
especially in the first one, if I'm not mistaken, they bucked them in the semi as well.
Nah, that was
That
one
was
they
the
lost
year
to
before where
Madrid,
they where they lost to Madrid, wasn't it? Yeah. But
I'm not taking away from the history. I'm saying that in terms of
I get what you're saying.
yeah,
as
in
well,
terms
yeah.
of the Premier League, the way the Premier League will look, it will look like a blue moon. It's
'Cause
only
it
when you
is.
because it is.
It is.
But
yeah.
again, for Liverpool in this moment, it's like we've been so lucky twice, and that's what I'm saying. It's unfortunate for them that they have to compete with this monster side in this era. Because if not, they would have been cleaning up
Look,
Prem.
when you think about the great Premier League teams, yeah, and I tweeted about a week ago or something. I said everything these teams are doing, we've seen. I said like we've seen before and stuff. I haven't seen a three-peat between between City's teams or Liverpool's. I haven't seen the real treble. I haven't seen anything like that. So I was like, and especially Liverpool, I've even seen a back-to-back or anything like that. So I'm like, I've seen Arsenal go and win a title, Man United win the next one, Arsenal win the next one. We've seen that type of stuff. So when people are saying, oh, it's the greatest, whatever, I'm like, okay, cool. You can still say they're a great team, one of the best teams. As you said, if they win the Champions League, they're a great team. If you win Champions League, they've been 3 finals in the last 5 years or whatever it is. But ultimately, when you think about, say, the treble team or the 08 team or City, Centurions or whatever, do you know where they all were? They were champions of the league in extraordinary styles.
Yeah.
Liverpool, at the end of the day, they're going to be remembered as, word to score Beezy, the best challengers ever. That's all they are. That's what it's going to be.
That's harsh.
You're the best challengers ever. That's nice.
That's
That's what it is.
That. And if they've won a league within that, they've still got, I feel like, a right to be mixed in with the conversation.
Yeah,
of the
you
great
could be
teams.
mixed in
Especially
with
when you look
Ancelotti's Chelsea. You can be mixed in with Invincibles for me better, but you can be mixed in with those teams that won maybe like one title. Even people even forget Invincibles won in 2002 as well. Man United won in 2003, so they won 2 in 3 years. You can be mixed in with all of that, but when you're talking about that
upper echelon.
You gotta hold that, man. You ain't won enough titles. You ain't
whilst
done
we're
enough.
here, before we go into the City Pep side, you raised a really interesting point about the quadruple immortal was there. That's not going to happen anymore. We do run this risk for Liverpool that do they have this potential situation where they only go away with a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup, both won on penalties.
Give me that.
If that happens, how do we reflect upon their season? Because basically we will be saying that not 2 matches because the season's the season, but the view within the space of 2 weeks changes completely. What does their season look like, or how do we rate their season if they walk away with just two cup finals, won on penalties?
Brother, I actually can't be. If I'm a Liverpool fan, obviously you're going to be disappointed. But I don't think you can look at it as like a failure. They've got to the final of every single competition.
They've played
we'll
every
see
single
how
game.
they lose Madrid. Yeah, even today they won their game, so they did their job to what they could. They just met a better team at the end of the day. The 2 finals, yeah, you could say they won them on penalties, but Chelsea have been shown to be the cup team, and
you have to
was
win.
coming for Klopp, and cool, hold this then. Let me come for those 2. And then I feel like the league, he's done what he can, and he's made, let's be honest, bruv, Liverpool 5, 6, 7 years ago before Klopp came, we would never have seen him in this situation. So for him to have them, incredible. So for me, I like, even if they lose the final, I'm still looking at this season like it's been a good season, but brother, you just fell at the final.
The only problem
for me, it's just it'll be so incredibly harsh because obviously we're talking about this season, but I like to give context. Coming back from where they were last season, go from that level to be back up there again. Because you know, some people, when you fall off, you have to sort of go gradually. The way they have gone straight back. So for this season to end with
that as well.
But for this season to just end with 2 domestic cups would be, I can't even lie. I hate Liverpool, because they've caused Chelsea enough grief for this. But for them to end on 2, that would be tragic to see. I can't even lie. That would be very, very tragic.
But ain't it
that's
like the
football.
mindset of
tragic.
We're leaving with something. Where you're with Chelsea. You're always
Tragic
like, we're
is
leaving
too
with
far.
something.
Yeah. But it's fam,
I think tragic is too far. I think when you look at
it'll be sad
when
for
you
them.
look at their season, look, when you are one of these teams, when you listen to all these managers speak, what they say is, we just want to compete, bro. If Liverpool ended the season with 0 trophies, as much as we'll laugh because you'll say it's a failure, it's the same thing as, like, I don't always go to basketball, but let's go to basketball. People laugh at LeBron James' finals record. At least he was fucking there.
Yeah.
Like, he could have lost in the first round and it wouldn't have been a slander to him because it's like, oh, out of sight, out of mind. But he's there, so you're like, his record is 4 and 6. Yeah, I mean, and that would have been the same even if Liverpool didn't win anything.
Yeah.
So you've got to at least compete. So just on that, it's good. But now on the Liverpool fans, the only reason why, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be disappointed is because of the overall moment in terms of, this is Van Dijk in his peak, or maybe even going to soon start going that way. This is when we're blessed with Thiago in his best, Salah at his best, Mane just gave a Ballon d'Or season. I'll be like, wow, if I've just had all of this and this is all we won in the grand scheme of things, then I'll be like, we might be fluffing a moment in history where this is our best ever team. And as Liverpool, even Trent has said it, we ain't won enough trophies. When we look back at it, this is our great team. This is better than Gerrard's teams and all that. And we might just have these many trophies. That's why in the overall picture, they might be disappointed. But, bro, it's a good season. It's a good season, man. Look what they're doing. They're doing extraordinary, well, in terms, they almost done extraordinary things, man.
And my thing is within that era of this squad, as you're saying, we were saying last week, they've collected every trophy within that. Maybe they haven't done it multiple times, but I feel like even collecting those 2, it added something to their kind of story and legacy, if you like.
With that being said, do you then have to give credit to City? And we'll touch on it now. So Guardiola, 4, that's 4 for him. Like, boy, listen, that noisy neighbor things went out the window time ago, but this further cements that. Like, what's next for City now? Does it have to be that Champions League, or does it try to do what United done, where it's just like we run the league?
Bro, like, it's gonna have to be to try and dominate in the Champions League because of the way, like, people forget, like the Premier League in the 90s and stuff, it was a great league. It was a good league, but it wasn't the Serie A. It wasn't the La Liga even. Yeah. Like, it's funny because when you look back in time now, you're going to be like, Fergie only won 2 or anything like that. But the English teams just were not as good as the foreign teams. It's as simple as that. They just weren't as good. When they started getting as good was in the mid-2000s, and United got to 3 Champions League finals. Chelsea got a Champions League. Liverpool got a Champions League.
Even Arsenal
got to a semi and a final.
Yeah.
That's when the Premier League really started booming. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then you can maybe start nitpicking like, oh, United got knocked out here or whatever. But with City, it's the fact that they have a project. Man United were never seen as a project. It was just, Ferg came in, build whatever. But with City, it was a project, Abu Dhabi group, blah, blah, blah. And they had already won Prems. So you bring in the greatest manager, arguably, or whatever, and he comes in and you haven't won that Champions League. It's the next step. Considering the money that he spent in that period, it is all now that they want. You don't win a Premier League with 93 points the season before, 90-something points, bring in Erling Haaland to just say, oh, we want to win the Premier League again. You want to compete for the champion. You got to be competing for the champion, because really and truly, if City wanted to, they can run back this team again and they'll get 90 points again.
I was going to say, even this year, I don't even
him
feel
Aaron
like
Haaland.
City have really even gotten better, would you say, than last year? Like, you look at Sterling.
I don't think this is better.
I don't think KDB's better. I think Foden's not really better this year. I literally look at it. Gundogan is not playing at the levels. Diaz is not playing at it. Edison. So they've all taken like this step down almost and still won the league, I feel like. And it's Haaland coming in, to be honest, I think he's been one for the Champions League. They're like, yeah, listen, we've got the league clocked. Even Liverpool at their best couldn't get to us. Now it's like you've been brought into final activation. Pep's final year as well. Let's not deny that. I think he'll be going all in for that.
I think we got it also though in terms of like when we talk about. Only thing I'll say for City fans, they must be thinking like flipping out. Like every single time people just talk about Champions League or whatever. So I get where their frustration is, but at the same time, it's just like to be able to continue this dominance that they've done is an amazing.
So that's why I bring it
amazing consistency, bro.
Bayern and PSG quickly though, we say like, oh, you've dominated 4 or 5 titles or whatever. Now you got to go get the Champions League. That's the next step for City. It's just a natural one. Even a 3.
I do agree, but the reason why
because Chelsea and Liverpool have won the Champions League underneath them. If Dortmund and Leipzig won the Champions League and Bayern hadn't won it in such a period, you'll be thinking, what's going on here?
But the reason I bring it up is because, again, everyone always speaks about United Premier League, but there was that period of no matter who came to challenge us, we won the title. It's there to win. We battled everyone. If you've won 4 of your last 5, it's what, 6 of was it 4 of the last? He's won 4. He's won 4 and 6. If that continues to stretch, that is total dominance. That's leading up to dominance for like almost a decade if it keeps going.
This is only Fergie dominated like this.
Exactly.
Jose didn't dominate like this.
No.
Neither did Wenger. Wenger never did back to back. Jose did back to back.
Pep's done 2
and
back
got
to backs.
sacked. So yeah, exactly.
He's done 2 back to
So
backs.
this is dominance that we haven't seen other than Ferguson. So what they're doing is amazing. And the thing is, of course, they spend money and stuff, but to keep going and going and going, because it's league football at the end of the day. When you win the league, you are the best. You don't win the league by luck, bro. You don't, like Champions League, maybe people might say Madrid haven't even been anywhere near the best team, but somehow they're in the final. You can't say that about in the league. You can't say City. How is City there? You can't. Yeah. The proof's in the pudding, bro. That's why they're there. Yeah, I mean, so to actually consistently be the best team in England every single year, except from maybe 1 year, bro.
Nah, Harry.
That's massive. You know what I mean?
There is a lot. I don't want to move away from domestic matters now, but speaking about the English league, right? Speaking about the comparison between how your other European leagues, it brings me to the situation of the Mbappe situation. Mbappe is staying now. He's not going anywhere. We always say, and the reason why I want to have this conversation now is because we'll discuss.
Wait, before we go into that,
because I want to come back to top 4.
Before we go into that, if we don't worry, go on. My top 4 hype. We have a new Premier League champion. We have a new Premier. You know when they talk about these are the players that have. You know when they talk about these are the players that have been in the upper echelon that have won a Premier League. There's a new name written into it this year. Jack Grealish. New Premier League champion. Let me tell you, listen. This is a true. Put your hand down. This is a true rags to riches story. We go from rags to riches. I can't remember how Rodway's song goes. This is a true rags to riches story. This is a man who, when he first came into the Premier League, he had a losing record. It was like 20-something games to Jack Grealish, 0 wins. It still followed him into this when he first came back up with Aston Villa as well. I remember having a discussion with you, Mr. Man, saying Spurs. I said Spurs should sign Jack Grealish, 15 million at the time. This guy was like, we got Dele Alli. Blah, blah, blah. Dele Alli's there, mate, fighting relegation right now.
Help Everton.
Yeah, fighting relegation.
Well done, lads.
Hey, Grealish been there, done that, mate. Solo carry job.
Yeah. We coming back.
Solo carry job. And then now, yeah, oh, is it? Then now he's a Premier League champion. And do you know, I think it's because of me. Rich Paul. I'm like his Rich Paul. I have been his media propaganda. I have been pushing. I have dragged him. I said from the championship. See this boy over here? He's going right to the top. I got Jack Grealish £100 million transfer move. Highest British record transfer. Now a Premier League champion.
You feel vindicated?
Do you know who
That's
else?
me.
Do you
See
know,
that?
Do you know who else?
That's me.
Do you know,
Jack, call me.
Do you know?
Because that's me.
Do you know? Wait,
Oh,
Fuad,
that.
Do you know who else is a Premier League winner? Scott Carson. But we're not singing there and wanking over.
How many games did Carson play?
He's still a Champions League.
How many?
Disgusted.
How many?
I am
how many
flabbergasted.
Many.
I
He's
am-
played many games. Over 20.
We are doing all of
Over
this
20.
for the bum from Brum.
Hey, the champion
Nah.
from Brum.
Nah.
Check it.
Because you know what we said last week?
The champion from Brum.
What we spoke about Trent. Yeah,
about
when we
it?
were hailing up the young OG from Liverpool. We said we recognise bus drivers. Not bus riders, yeah.
Do you know what-
certain man, you know
Call him
what
a-
sat behind
call
the
him a
bus
Rosa
driver.
Parks.
This is what-
you know.
this is-
You know they were sat. You know that first seat behind the bus driver. Certain man was sat there,
Hey.
like, hey, where we going?
You see
What's
this?
the next? Yeah, you know
see
the
this?
old lady seat. That's where
disability seat.
certain man was
Look,
sitting.
you see
And
this?
now they want to talk about champions.
Now you can just sit there. He can just drink his Guinness. I'm a Premier League champion. That's it.
Sickening.
Everything you've said is irrelevant now.
No.
He is the champion. Listen.
No.
Listen. This why Jack Grealish went there. Do you know what he said? The exact same thing he said. I'm going to City to win trophies. Tick, vindicated. Now, that is what you do. You sit there
That's
and you
one
become
trophy.
listen, Premier League champion.
You said trophies.
Okay, he's Premier League champion. That's a trophy though. What I mean, you go to win
plural.
trophies.
Yeah, he's still
Rider.
That doesn't make sense.
Not
so
driver.
listen.
Rider.
So now
Not
he's
driver.
a champion. You hear that? A champion. He's reached the top
Don't
of the
mean
game.
anything.
And now next season, the explosion. This is when a winner. This
World
is when Pep
Premier League
Wait.
record
Pep teaches
transfer.
you. Pep teaches you how to become a winner. Then he lets you flourish. Jack, talk soon.
Next season.
Talk soon.
Production, what
Next
was you gonna say?
season.
Talk soon.
We're cooking.
Production, please.
Just for context, he has as many yellow cards as he has goals.
And if I'm
Nice.
not, if I'm
So
not
in the
mistaken,
fight, he was fighting for
yellows,
City.
3 goals.
Get in there.
Oh, 3 goals, same amount as Fabinho, a DM.
Fabinho's got a decent amount of goals, about 8 goals this season.
I think he's got more. Yeah, I think that Ruben Diaz. I think it was.
Yo, can
maybe
you get up Iniesta's best goal scoring season
No.
in the league?
They're not about. To
Okay, no. Can you get up?
They're
In,
not
you
about
know,
to do
when
this.
Barcelona, can you just show me Iniesta's goal scoring that
Oh my
season?
God.
Every season, I want to hear Iniesta's stats.
Oh my.
No, but
God.
you know what we're calling.
We're not even.
It's all about goals now, isn't it? It's about GNA now. It's about goals and assists.
It's not even GNA
Hey,
because
appreciate
if
the
you watch
beauty.
the eye test, if you watch City, you wouldn't have even
So
seen.
why?
Jack
So
Grealish.
why is the
'Cause
eye
final
test?
game of the season against his own hometown team? They said sit on the bench.
Hey,
bruv.
so why is the eye test?
Biggest game against Liverpool of the season. They said sit on the bench, brother.
Hey,
Christmas time,
okay.
busiest period of the season. They said sit on the bench, brother.
So if you can,
Champions League crunch game. They
came
said
on.
sit on the bench, brother.
so let me.
And
tell
he came
you,
on and conceded
Let me
2
tell you
goals.
something. Let me tell you something.
100 world record.
Let me ask
Done.
you something.
From
So
Bum.
if you care so much about the eye test, why did you ever think that Dele Alli was better?
I
than
never-
Jack
I never-
Grealish?
no.
No. How can you open your mouth to tell me Dele Alli is better than Jack Grealish and you're talking about eye test?
Are we talking
Tell
about-
me that.
Hold on. Are we taking context into?
Oh,
the
here we
time
go.
of the count?
Now we're doing.
Because you know
now
at
we're taking
that time,
context into.
you know at that time.
So that means
we're
you were
talking back-to-back
short-sighted.
Young player of the year.
That means you were
Yeah?
short-sighted.
You were talking about a drunk you in Magaluf,
And-
talking
and-
about
and
yo,
he's right.
can
And
he
he's
can
right.
he drag Villa back to the Prem? And they were saying yo,
but
him-
who's been proven right?
No.
Who's been proven right? That just means
Bus
you were
rider,
short-sighted.
bus rider, bus rider.
That literally means
You ain't
you were
proven nothing.
short-sighted.
You have not
So
proven nothing.
okay, hold on. So are you
Rate Jack Grealish's move out of 10.
Let me
Rate Jack Grealish's move out of 10.
Well, he's the Premier League champion, so I'm gonna
rate
give him a
his-
nice 7. Nice 7. You're Premier League champion. You hit the objective.
100
Oh,
mil
no,
for a
but
7 out of
come
10.
back. Wait.
Nasty.
Before we
So
go
hot
into
in here,
before we
bro.
go into Mbappe, like propaganda aside, in terms of Jack Grealish's season, what you expected and what's actually happened, did you expect more from him?
Of course, you expected more.
Okay,
of
cool.
course, but then you got to adapt. The
I
situation's
hear
not
you.
there. You got to
but
adapt.
you've-
You got to become a winner. People are just like, oh, stats. If you look at
I'm
Pep's
not even talking
trajectory,
about that.
if you look at Pep's trajectory with his new signings, bro, man, do not be surprised to see Haaland struggle next season, bro. If you think Haaland's gonna come and break the goal scoring record, or something,
numbers
all right.
won't
Your
be
Champions
crazy.
League point is so key because that is where he gets his record is insane. So it's like, listen, we just need you to be good here, be good in Europe. We can handle
12,
the league.
13.
We can
Yeah,
handle
yeah.
load management.
Yeah.
Just be good.
Just
Be good.
Starry Nights.
They're saying
Just
they'll
turn
accept 12 or 13 for Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland, the guy that's been
Haaland,
scoring
yeah.
40 goals a
Not-
season
not-
and stuff.
not-
Now
not-
they're
not-
saying,
not Alice band,
you see,
man.
You see that?
Nah.
You
They're
see
both-
that?
they're both
the
Alice band, man.
consistency is all over the place.
They're both Alice Band, man.
You were nearly that himself. This guy was playing with a headband at the Spurs stadium.
Liar.
So what are you talking
Liar.
about?
Listen.
What are you talking about? Yeah, the
They're
headband.
trying to give you head.
Order.
He actually he asked for a headband. Bro.
Lies.
Order.
He actually
Lies.
asked Nike
They
for a
offered
headband.
me one.
Order.
Oh, yeah.
And I said nah.
Oh, yeah.
Order.
This guy.
Order.
He's come to lie on the pod.
Order. We have gone so left. Let's
I hate this guy.
production. Put a pause here and then we
Settle,
reconvene.
settle.
Yeah, put a peep. Let's put a peep. Let's
Don't kill
reconvene.
me, man.
Let's talk about Mbappe
Champion.
because we were talking about European teams and everything. Let's talk about Mbappe. He's staying at PSG.
Fantastic.
Your correct me if I'm wrong. Your point of view is that this is bad for football because you want to see the best players play in the best league.
Yep.
I say to you, you have criticised the Premier League and other leagues for not being competitive and the best. To that you say what?
We have what? We can only go with what we said. What we actually have.
Course.
Premier League and La Liga is the Premier League and the La Liga. Whether I think the standards is getting lower or whatever, they are still the best leagues in the league in the world. So the best players should be playing in the best leagues, in my opinion. Which is why I've always, bro, I keep the same energy. How am I always hesitant when it comes to Lewandowski, giving him all that credit when we, on the slow stuff? I'm like, yeah, bro, how many goals? 50 goals. Oh,
Barca,
nice.
Barca, we
Didn't
done
see it. Yeah, I'm trying to say. Anyone see? How many? Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. Production. How many of Lewandowski's goals have you seen this season? Out of his 50, he scored 50, by the way.
In his league,
How many have you seen him score this season? Yeah, in his league.
pretty much all of them. I watch all day.
You've seen
That's
all
the-
of them.
that's the
Lewandowski
wrong
goals.
person
If
to
I
ask.
don't watch
Alright,
the
cool.
full games, I do watch the highlights straight after.
Fuad,
I would say
honestly,
half or 20,
about-
25 plus.
Same ballpark.
tell me about 5 of his goals.
Union
the
Berlin,
box.
Wolfsburg, Dortmund.
Tell me, describe them to me. Then.
I ain't
the
describing
box.
to what
In
the
the
fuck are we
box.
doing here? What's your grand point?
I'm asking.
What's your point?
Do you guys sit there and watch Lewandowski's goals? Honestly, I'm just
I watch
asking.
Bayern
you.
In the
Munich,
box,
yeah.
Thomas Muller do
I
not
think
create.
you guys are capping because you guys don't talk about it. But anyway, we'll move. I think okay,
There's
just
no
wait.
need- that doesn't
I
make
think
sense.
you're
You want
capping.
us to come on
Honestly,
here,
I
do a
don't.
Bundesliga review.
That doesn't
Honestly,
make
I don't. I personally, but that's just my opinion. I don't believe that. But for me, the best players should be playing in the best leagues. The best players should be playing at the best clubs. That's just how I am. That's what I want to see. When I see a player that's at a lower club and he's so sick, I want to see him at the best. I do not want... Bro, what did he do? He just won Golden Boot and the top assist. He's won 3 Players of the Years already. He's basically PSG's greatest player of all time already. It's boring. For me, it's boring. I don't care about Mbappe's 50 goals in Ligue 1. I don't. That's just the way I am.
you can
People
say
might
that.
say, you're an arrogant Premier League fan or whatever. Cool, you can say that. But let's go in history as well. What superstars play in the league, in Ligue 1?
The problem is you're looking at this. It's a French player, bro.
Can I ask you
who's
something
from
as well?
France, who's from Paris as well. For me, that's the big difference. I understand normally global superstars already, and I know you're gonna say it don't matter.
No, it's not
a
that.
factor.
Okay,
for me.
let me-
Then also add on top of that, bro. I'm sorry, but $1 billion a week.
This is what I'm saying. Look, this is my point. This is my point. I hate how everyone all of a sudden is now trying to add that side of the things that you're talking about. Like, he's from Paris and he wants to go and win the UCL. No. The guy has been flirting
cannot discredit
with
that.
and twerking for Real Madrid for 2 years up until the last second till when they said, we'll give you our whole life. We'll give you the whole club. Then, cool, Mbappe, go get your coin. Cool, but you signed for money. That's all I'm
fine.
saying. Let's stop trying to act like he signed because he's a Paris boy. He's a Paris boy and he wants to win the UCL and bring it home.
Let me
Cap.
interject here.
I don't believe
No,
it.
you're capping now because you're
I don't
acting like it
believe
was
it.
just a pure financial
Let me-
decision.
let me
Because
interject
if it
here.
were, Real Madrid were also offering money. Let's not act like they were just
Yes,
telling him
they weren't
come wear
offering
the
him
badge
what
for
PSG
pride."
offered.
Nah, hear this, yeah. Real Madrid usually get their way. If you're saying he loves them and he's all this, he should have gone there then. but there was a
Exactly.
reason. You can say it's the money, but guess what? It's a factor. I'm not denying that, but I'm saying becoming PSG's greatest player, having a run again.
He's
with
already their greatest
Hear me
player.
out, let me land.
He's already
Let me
their
land.
greatest player. He's already their greatest player.
So he's got Neymar and Messi to play with for the first
feel like
time. It's a
Hasselbank,
trio,
bro.
yeah. But it's a
like
trio
Jimmy
where
Hasselbank
I feel like he won't get this opportunity again. They went out sad in this year's Champions League. Why not give that another run?
These
It's
are not his
man's,
reasons.
you're acting like he signed a 5-year jail contract.
Signed a 3-year
Bro,
contract.
It's a contract
Bro,
where
let
he's
me interject.
literally
Wait, Maze.
he's literally taken power and
no,
said,
no,
you know
I said,
what?
wait, you made me talk about 10 minutes.
For 2-3 years, he said, now I'm running it back. Messi in his final leg, Neymar in his final leg, except this time I run the franchise.
You're
respect it.
creating a nice
this is the
narrative
question
for
I
it.
wanna ask.
He was twerking for Real Madrid up until they decided that they'll give him all of this money. That's all it is. For me, that's
So?
all it is. So you signed for the money.
It's not just the
Cool.
money, though.
You man are now adding this whole for the CL.
Yes.
Hold on one second, yeah. So
CL
basically,
matters.
so 75% of his season is irrelevant.
You can say that if you like.
75%,
You can say
and
that
that
if
is
you like.
where you want the probably football's only superstar at the moment. That is where you want him playing football. That's what I'm saying. Me as a football fan who wants to see the best and wants to be entertained, I do not want the superstar of football to. It's irrelevant. 75% irrelevant
for me. He's
Let me tell you
33.
something. No, let me tell you something.
The move is
Because
inevitable. It's going to happen at some
let
point.
me tell you something. No, it's not inevitable
think
because
he's
Madrid might not go back for him.
I
Madrid
don't
might
think
not go
he's
back for
Madrid
him.
anymore.
Fuck Madrid. Come Premier League then.
Okay. Anyway,
We waiting.
let me say something. Yeah, when you have a superstar like that, yeah, as all I'm saying is you want to be seeing them. You want to be hearing. You want them to have relevance to it. For me, yeah, other than Benzema, Mbappe has been the best player in the world this season, and you can argue who is actually the best player in the world. For me, it's probably Mbappe. Do you know what I'm saying? But he won't get the clout for it. He's not gonna get hold on. He's the top assister in his league, top goal scorer, and has scored about 40-something goals this season. Had a great Champions League. We don't care. Do you know why? Because no one cares about Ligue 1. KDB,
But you're calling
hold
him the
on,
best player.
let me land. Kate, I'm talking about in the wider perception. No one, he's not in the Ballon d'Or conversation because no one cares about the Ligue 1. KDB and Mane, who have had far lesser seasons than Mbappe, are in the Ballon d'Or discussion. Do you know why? Because they play in a prestigious league
right,
that people care about. Mbappe can do whatever he wants. He's not going to get his...
Alright, cool. Roy Keane, Michael Richards, I'll let you man have your
Man,
score and everything.
you who talks about PSG as such a nasty club and now
Listen.
acting like you love Mbappe playing
Here's
for that
my-
club. This is
Here's-
why I'm talking about.
here's-
People are changing their
here's
mind.
my
Last
perspective.
Madrid have been getting their way
Here's-
for too long.
here's
Eden
my-
Hazard come here, Ronaldo come here, Bale
here's
come
my
here.
perspective.
Hold that!
It's not
You
about
ain't getting
Madrid.
Mbappe.
Here's
It's
my
not about
perspective.
Madrid. It's not about Madrid. He could have went
So-
to Liverpool. He could have went. I'm talking about wherever he went.
This is-
He should have been
okay.
playing at the highest.
Here's
level,
my
in
perspective.
opinion.
on it. I remember speaking to you when I was saying that he's gonna stay, and I was saying that it's because of the whole control thing. There's two things for me that's happened. There's two things that's happened here. Again, I don't understand how people thought that the nation of Qatar would let their prize asset disappear in a World Cup year. They were going to do anything to keep him.
Money.
So
At the
that
Mbappe.
is money. That is money. On the other side of it, people will say that are we seeing an evolution in footballers where we're seeing for real, players have real power.
Yep.
Because that is to bargain.
Money.
We're talking about Madrid and everything. To say no to Madrid, not which many players don't do, and get the bag like that and get control. Look at some of the conditions supposedly getting in the club. That for football players to get that at the age of what? 23. You're talking about
First ever,
superstar.
bro.
That's a world superstar imposing his power. That's another way to view it.
So what's that got to do if he wants to win the UCL?
So no, hear what I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's a footballer imposing his power. We're saying he's going to be a global superstar and whatnot. We can't see other superstars. How old is he?
23.
It's a 3-year contract. 26 now. A lot of players get their big move at 25, 26 anyway.
All I'm saying, yeah,
No,
but
no,
what
I'm
I'm
not.
saying,
Bro, I'm
no,
not
but-
disputing.
but-
I'm just
but-
offering
but-
my
this
view.
is a-
You're saying that you want to see the best players in best league. I get it. For me, I won't lie to you. When I saw Haaland making his move, I thought, oh, it'd be good to see Mbappe get his move. It'll good to see like evolution because whether we like it or not, the Messi Ronaldo thing is dead. Benzema, as you rightly said, is over 30 and carrying the mantle of best player in the world. We need to see new characters. I can't lie. A lot of the ballers we see popping up, having good seasons, they're not it. The it people
Mbappe.
is Mbappe. So you want to see him front and center. But here's why I say this.
Now
But here's why I say
80% of his
Here's why I say
season's
this.
irrelevant.
I've seen it was
Like-
always
just
like
like
that. I've always
irrelevant.
said that PSG is PSG. I've always said that
Irrelevant.
PSG.
He's going to...
I always said PSG play like
Irrelevant.
exhibition team. I've always said about their league because it's like they all come together because they want to win Champions League, but they're not competitive enough for the season to go on to win it. So that's not changed. But I've seen this kid be in the French league and win a World Cup. I've seen him be a global status, and I get what you're saying. That is a missing part, but it's not like we're not.
Let me
going
tell you
To
why I'm
this
saying
standing
We're still-
in football
still there
by being in Liga.
For me, it's like
But we're saying it's going to
for
hold
me,
back now all of a
it's
sudden.
annoying. It's a kick. It's not kicking the teeth. It's annoying, but I still have faith that we're still going to see it. Now, what's interesting is I know for me, he's not going to go to Madrid. So who can actually buy him?
For
is
me,
where it gets
Premier League
interesting.
got 3 years to pattern up.
For me,
What's,
what's
Madrid are scoring pig's head if he tries that.
No, I'm saying the Premier League teams who are dead now
Oh,
got 3 years
what
to
I'm
pattern
saying
up.
is, yeah,
Do you think they'll let him go in a free?
Package deal.
That's what
Bro,
I'm saying. So
they're not
again,
gonna let
how
him
do
go
you,
on a free. He'll
so
probably
how
go
do
on
you-
his last
and
year.
that's yeah, but
2
what
years and he'll go
the
on his last
discounted
year.
price. If it's that, we don't know how much it's going to be to
Yeah,
get him out of that.
of
That's where
course.
for me it gets. That's where it gets taken now because have you signed a deal with the devil? That's the only thing I'm personally a bit
Or,
skeptical about.
listen, as I said, everything I'm saying is for
Your
me
pursuit- yeah,
and
like-
for how I like to see footballers. I like to see them at the best level, best places. That's what I want to see. Mbappe was a wonder kid from the second he stepped onto that pitch. It will nearly be 8 years of watching Mbappe in Liga 1. I don't care if he's 26, 27 by the time. For me, that is whack. That's just my opinion.
No,
Man seeing the best player in the world playing Liga 1. It doesn't move
Pele
me.
played
It,
how long in
it doesn't
Santos?
move me.
Pele played how long in Santos?
Yeah.
And he's called the greatest player of all time. Listen,
Bruv,
Mbappe Liga,
it just
no
doesn't
problem.
move
Listen,
me.
in the
It doesn't
comments,
move me at
let
all.
us know your thoughts on Mbappe's move, whether he should have moved, whether he should have not moved, and everything. Let's take it back to the UK though, because obviously you guys did get top 4. Gotta give Conte respect, but praise where it's due. Son, the first Asian footballer to win Golden Boot as well.
Hercules. Golden boot.
Man, how would you? You've come in a few times. How do you rate your season now? Now that's all
Bruv,
said and done.
I said 9 out of 10 for me personally.
Whose season?
Our season personally. I'm giving it a 9, and I'll tell you why.
That's an A star, you
I
know.
can explain to you.
Go on, but
It's not
listen.
an A star. A star's 10.
Go on,
9.
Technicality, technicality.
University graduate. You feel
Oh, but eight's an A for me though.
No, but I would
give it a 9 out of 10 from how we started, how in November when he took over, what the situation was. I felt like defensively, we were shocking. Confidence of the team low. We had no structure. Front line was dead. Pretty much Son was the only one scoring. Kane was inactive for the whole front third of the season. And the way Conte's come in and changed every part of that. The signings he's brought in within that. I think the way Dave impacted the season as well.
Massive.
Kulusevski, Bentancur, Kane, the rejuvenation, Romero, how he's gotten the best out of him. I think even guys like Dyer, I give him credit. Ben Davis, the way he's been able to help him.
Wait, is this
And
Conte
then-
9 out of 10?
And this
or
is
this
no, it's
Spurs?
Spurs.
Conte, everything taken into account. I look at the
Who's in the
signings as
manager,
well.
though?
I look at the signings. I look at the system we've been playing with. I feel like, and for me, this last stretch as well, there was many moments where we could have bottled it. After the Brentford and Brighton
We
game.
were ready in January.
Brother.
That was funny.
Yeah, the whole we,
We
were
were
ready,
ready
in
in
January.
January.
And then playing Arsenal. And for me, snuffing
back.
Arsenal within that little run as well was the perfect way. That made it from an 8 to a 9 for me. As in, you lot were going to take this. No, we'll take this. And then for them to bottle it the very next game. Lord,
Do you
I
know what
would
stands
say-
out for me for
Lord
Spurs?
have mercy.
I've seen. I don't know about 9,
warned
but
about
I've seen.
Conte.
I've seen Spurs. This is what I'm gonna get to. I've seen Spurs have moments
here
and
now.
stuff like this. We talk about
Listen,
Yeah,
we here now, baby.
we've seen
Bro,
Spurs
trust me.
have moments. We've seen them sort of be like little shark pretend and everything. With Conte at the helm and with proof of concept that he can sign to you players that can add value straight away, Spurs have the potential to be a surprise package to cause chaos next season. Cause
Yeah.
chaos at least. Because
Give
think
him
about
the
it,
keys.
even the Liverpool game, you guys contributed to the madness we saw towards the end of the season
100%,
because
yeah. City.
City, exactly. You and like as I said to
North
you,
London.
you guys have the opportunity to cause chaos. So
I think I would give
next season,
I would give Spurs. I would give Spurs. Yeah,
We don't took to Chelsea.
I would
Big bro,
give
beat us
Spurs. I'd probably give Spurs like a 7 because you got to
you know hype.
you obviously you start every competition in the competition. You didn't compete for the FA Cup. You didn't
man,
compete
we
for the
got
Carabao.
kicked out.
You still, you got a manager kick. You got a manager sacked. Then, okay, I'm not going to talk about conference league. That was all technicalities and stuff. But like, you were in, you know what I mean? These competitions, nothing came from it. No, so I wouldn't say 9. I'd say Conte. I'll give him a 9. Like easy. And you
But,
third in the
I
play
mean,
in since
yeah,
he's come.
yeah.
Conte, I'll give him. But
I'll
as
be
a
honest,
season,
that's what
I
I'm
think,
looking at. The season. The before that is where out.
But next season,
I not to.
listen, it's a simple. Sometimes football can be simple, bro. The 4 best managers in the league are in the top 4.
Yeah.
Simple.
100%.
That's it.
Bruv, for me,
Bro,
I
am I lying?
I just feel like though with Arsenal having been in that position all season,
so long.
having talked about
Making comps.
we're building a solid defense for once. We found our goalkeeping solution. We finally have a midfield pairing in Xhaka and Partey. Yo, the Haaland boys have turned up. Odegaard is the savior of the number 10 role.
O to O.
O to O, they said.
Hold that.
Hold that. 5th place. Yeah. Vlahovic hype. He didn't want to come. Who you gonna try and sign this summer? They don't want to come. Bro, it's just funny as well. It's like they're getting so gassed about guys like Martinelli getting the number 11. 2 goals in fucking 22 games, bruv. And I'm like, this is what you lot are gonna hang your hat on. And now that they've missed out on Champions League, bruv, this is 6 years. When are you,
Boy,
that
listen.
they've missed out on Champions League football.
Abba
That
came.
they've been finishing behind us.
Abba came.
It's sad, bro.
Didn't
Like,
win
even
Champions
me looking at them, I'm like, sad. Do better, guys. Like, we want an actual, like, punch back. Like, come on. Fight back, nigga. Fight back.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, but next season, listen.
It'll be
Because
interesting.
remember,
Conte can compete. Back Conte.
100%.
Back
100%.
Conte. And Spurs. Dark horses.
Hey, I won't say much, but if we get dumped out that Champions League early.
Oh no, but that's one thing though. Conte's got to improve his
European
record.
pedigree.
Yeah. Come
We
on.
gonna look at that.
Yeah, come on, bro.
The thing
You
is,
gotta do better.
I
for
said,
me, I'll
if
be
we
honest,
get
it's
knocked
not even
out group
just that.
stage,
It's not even that. I would,
one game a week.
like
Europa.
See with Spurs,
Come join us.
I would
Ten
like.
Hag Derby.
I would like to see. I would like to see you have the, to go to a trophy parade. I want to see Spurs do something.
Bro, listen, I played at the stadium this week.
What was the road called again? What's the road called?
What's the road?
Yeah, maybe
down the
we'll
back.
go through what's the road.
I said, yo, start the tour there.
Yeah, outside
Nah,
MPK
listen,
school,
man.
yeah, or whatever you were talking
I
about.
think Conte, listen,
but
put him in
just
prime
quickly.
position to deliver something.
The reason why I
next season.
say it is because we see it with Guardiola, we see it with Jose Mourinho. I don't know if Klopp did it, but it's like, to start my regime, I want these guys winning mentality. I want you to taste something so we can move on and say we've got a foundation. When I look at sort of, again, West Ham, they tried, they got to the semi-final, they didn't make it Europa League, they're going Conference League. They're still a team that's happy to try and compete
Potter.
and do stuff.
We'll take that.
We'll
take that.
So bad.
Cheers, Potter.
But I genuinely think I don't think Kane's going to leave anywhere now. If we're being realistic, I think he's found a solution with a manager. Son's going to be there. Can you get good signings? And can you do something? Can you do something? It'll be nice to see if Spurs can do something.
No, for real.
Cookland United, we said that they could have finished in a goal difference of 0. It came to pass. Zaha was the person that made them finish with 0 goal difference.
Hannibal had him.
Oh, actually, I saw Bruno doing the madness. Oh, hey, Ten Hag,
18.
you got big
Still alive, baby.
Trust me.
We still
You
alive.
got big
I think
decisions
the
to
pinnacle
make.
for me of United is that Hannibal, has shown that he's a good player, but they get hyped when he starts kicking people.
I
They're
don't
like,
get that.
yes, passion, someone
They
cares.
love the
Hannibal.
McTominay within
Bro,
him.
make him some hatchet man or something. Like, he's not that, bro. Like,
Bruv, I'm telling you, expect a lot of that next season. He's going to be new age Guendouzi. You know the man, just a
But
fire
listen-
star.
Oh my gosh, but you man got Europa.
Hey,
So.
yes. So wait, quickly. Ronaldo outscored.
You know what?
You
I
won the
was
bet.
going to bring it up. Now.
Now, where's my forfeit?
One
What's the-
goal
what's going on?
behind, which wasn't expected, so credit to Kane as well. Yeah. But
That wasn't
the forfeit has to be from the loser who finished bottom, basically. So you have to
It
give
was
something to Camps.
whoever wins
Gets to
wins
decide.
and choose the forfeit for
The
everyone
forfeit
else.
is the bottom.
Man said Harry Kane, one boy.
One
Harry
goal
Kane.
behind. Leave us out of this.
What do I want? What do I want? Hey, viewers, what should I receive from these chumps? Yeah, what should I receive from these chumps for Ronaldo
A severe
outscoring?
fucking beatdown.
For Ronaldo at 37 years old, scoring their 2 strikers in their prime. You know what I mean? So,
Listen,
what
fair play
should
to
I
him,
get
man.
as a forfeit? You guys put in what forfeit?
Yeah.
Sorry, what
No,
should I-
just
Imagine,
not.
a man
I
did all of that
received-
for his team to finish on 0 goal difference.
Hey,
Loser.
you said your team's gonna win the league, but
I know we didn't.
You know
It
what I
is-
mean?
You
So
have to,
we
you know,
moved.
charge it to the game. You know
Hey,
that ones.
let's get into the players of the years and stuff quickly.
Yeah,
before this
that's
shit wraps up.
relegation. All we have to say there, what Burnley are finally gone. We said at the beginning. Of the
R.I.P.,
semi-final,
man.
you know.
Bro, good. I don't mind Burnley going down, but that Rafinha 25 million release and relegation.
Barcelona
clause,
got that secured anyway, man.
Yeah, he's
can't
going
afford it.
anyway.
You know they're broke boys.
Yeah.
but-
Nah, he's going on
For real, now I'm thinking it's 70 they'll have to pay basically. So
I feel sorry for that Michael Jackson guy. Man got player of the manager of the month just to.
Mike Jackson.
Yeah, he got
Thing
man-
is, well,
Michael Jackson.
R.I.P.
You know
Mike.
I'm bad.
Hey,
I'm
R.I.P. MJ. No, but even Calvin
whole
Phillips
club
as well.
relegated.
He had a 25 million release clause as well.
To go away.
But if they got relegated,
Anyway,
Man United. They're the kind of silly signings, Man United.
Calvin Phillips.
pressing monster.
Calvin Phillips.
boy,
Pressing monster. You
listen.
see what he did to
Nah, he couldn't go
What's
from
that
Leeds to
Donny's
United
name?
being a
Brozovic.
Leeds boy.
See what he did to Brozovic at the Euros. Hey, Brozovic doesn't want to come. That's why he's not coming for him. He doesn't want to see
Don't
Calvin
talk
Phillips.
bad on Brozo, bro.
He doesn't wanna
of-
see
That's big
Calvin.
dog.
But yeah, there's nothing much to say there. I mean, hold tight, Jesse Marsh.
If you have thoughts, Jesse Marsh done it. He kept him up.
USA!
Hey, he kept
Listen,
him up.
touchdown, baby. Home run.
They got done in 6. They got done in 6.
Listen, fair
What's
play
the
to
other
him.
ones in the
We'll
dog?
see. We'll
But
see if they
that was
keep
it. Let's
it.
go into we've had the Premier League, not the PFA. We've had the Premier League awards come in. So City
A
have done
week
the
before
sweep.
the season's done.
City have done the sweep. KDB won Player of the Season, and Foden won Young Player of the Season. He's done it back to back. What are the thoughts in the room on those two winning the respectable awards?
I think I tweeted out earlier in the week. Like, I think this is the Premier League's way of almost trying to stamp this as City's era. Like, they're sweeping up all the trophies. Cool, we'll give them all the individuals as well. So when the kids look back in 10 years, it's like, rah, City were really dominant in this era. But I'm like, no, KDB wasn't the best midfielder this year. I'm sorry. I didn't think he was player of the year. I didn't even think maybe I would even say top 3, in all honesty. I think great second half of the season. First half, he was absent. It's the same thing I was saying with Mo Salah, like incredible first half of the season, but second half, where were you? It's called player of the season, not player of the half season for me. Foden, I'm sorry, I thought he had a better year last year. I thought they were
Way better.
Gallagher. I thought Saka even. I thought there were so many other better youngsters. Declan Rice, Trent, for goodness sake. Like at
Foden
least
only
4
played
names there that I would say
27 games?
clearly
23.
deserved. I
23
thought.
games.
Yeah. So I thought 4 names that clearly deserved it more than him. And even with KDB, as much as I love what he's done second half of the season, and I'm a big KDB stan, you were not the player of the year this year.
I think for me, Pep's media games worked. In all honesty, I think that he's tried to show an evolution in that sense, and I found it very telling that for the last few weeks he was like, "Oh no, they love City, they love Liverpool and everything." Next, no, you win the things. I think. I'll be honest. I think in terms of him and his media stance and everything, he's starting to have that sort of influence that the great managers in the Premier
I
League
didn't even think
had.
that, actually,
So
yeah.
for me, I think that's where it stems from. For me personally, I don't
Because
think
usually when the managers at the top say something, Jose, I remember during this time when he'd say things,
You
Fergie
shake
at this
rooms,
time,
yeah.
you change the conversation
you
almost
shake
like,
rooms.
oh, watch our players, they're kicking us, and all of a sudden,
Yeah,
hella
yeah.
man are getting booked.
I think it's just-
they were never getting penalties. All of a sudden, you're getting penalties every week.
I think. Look, the KDB one doesn't surprise me. The KDB one because
I've PR.
bro, it's always
It's too
innit?
strong.
It's too, bro. You can't beat this brother's
man
PR.
said, the Rock is in the building.
Bro, you can't beat KDB's PR, but at the same time, he was doing it. I always say like it's gonna be around. Like, let's see who's on the best form in April.
Business end.
Do you know what I mean? Business end. It's always like that, bro. It's the same as in basketball as well. Somebody goes on a run and all of a sudden, bam, they're the MVP. And it was like, hold on, my man was doing this before or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the
I said
same
during
thing.
regular season.
KDB was doing it at the time where people had their ballots down, ready to vote. Do you know what I mean? Salah was doing it when everyone was at home chilling with their feet up with their wife. Do you know what I mean? But when it's time to vote, KDB, goal, decider, assist, winner, did it at the right moment. So then, and also, he is just genuinely seen as the best player in the
Quality,
league. So I
ability-wise,
feel
yeah.
like when people, but this isn't the player of the year one, but that's the PFA one. But I just feel like, because like, remember he won it last year. I just feel like when people step on the pitch with KDB, they're like, wow, they're amazed by him. So when he plays,
big, bro.
they're just like, this guy's different. And then that is what they're going to walk away and remember. Then a lot of these guys that vote and stuff, they're thinking about, how did you make me feel when I played against you? Not necessarily, because think about, I've seen Giggs win a player of the year. How? I've seen Gareth Bale in 2011 win it. How? Like, it's some 11, not 2013, 2011. I was like, how? But anyway, but for me, I'm not surprised because he was doing it at the right time. Foden's one, again, it's another one though. He's that English golden boy. And people are going to say, well, Saka's English, da-da-da. But Foden, again, is another one that he's loved. Everything he does, they marvel over it. They love Phil Foden. As you said, Trent should have, for me, been up in there. Rice, Saka, I would say Gallagher.
I think I would put him ahead of Foden, personally.
I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't put him
pound for pound.
Nah, I don't know. For me, the player of the year, and he's not even nominated. And I said before, is Rodri.
Alisson.
I hear
He should
that.
have been
I think that could be maybe one or two potentially, but for me, Rodri, the most key and consistent player in this Man City team this season. If you're talking about somebody that has done it from the start of the season to the back end, for me, it's Rodri. And you look at, as I said to you guys earlier, you look at his replacement, Fernandinho, over the hill. If you put Fernandinho in there for, say Rodri got injured for 10 games and you had Fernandinho playing that 10 games, I worry for Man City. Yeah, I mean, KDB, you don't have a good start of the season, that's okay, we'll get on without you. Foden, whatever, we'll get on without you. But Rodri, he was the staple and he popped up with 8 to 9 goals this season.
Some
the one against Arsenal, clutch. The one against today, clutch. Bruv,
I said that
what
because
a
the
season.
decommissioning
And he didn't get
program, like,
nominated.
You can't. You have to rate.
madness.
People say it's money, but he knows how to replace them, bro.
Yeah.
He does it well. But no, I hear that. No, listen. It's your time has come. Everyone say goodbye. Goodbye. New shape.
Yeah,
no one's
for
there.
real.
So, but boy, I mean,
Decommission Grealish, but
Hey,
a wild Premier League
even say it out loud.
A wild Premier League
like
season.
Pep signings, yeah.
A wild Premier League season. Let's This is
We coming.
This is our opportunity to talk about anything else in the Premier League. We've got more episodes as well. You people that think that this is the end of the season, we're not like other podcasts. We're gonna be here. We've got some special stuff.
Be new here.
We've got some special stuff coming as well, but we'll touch on that another time. But let's do champ and the duds.
Champ of the season.
Champs.
No. Just we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that episode later. But this is just of like.
But this is the Premier League's end of this season.
No, but
We'll do like an end of season roundup.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to go into it, man. Remember, production's gonna get the clips.
got
You know,
fine
in it, production. You're gonna
Cool shout.
Yeah,
Production,
yeah,
I want
yeah.
you to bring the clip of me saying Salah's going to win the Golden Boot. Liverpool are going to get into the Champions League final. We're going to win the Champions League. Let's see what happens. Ronaldo's going to outscore you two's bums. Who else did I say? Eh? Salah's going to win Player of the Year.
He also said
To be continued.
the super team clip.
Let's see. Oh yeah,
he also
contract
said
lacquer.
United was going to be a super team.
For some contract lacquer. For some
He's in
contract lacquer.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Hey,
How did he have that in the
He's in trouble.
Hey, he's in trouble. Maze hit the belly, yeah, with who was it that was on mad form? Was it Aubameyang when you were talking about contract, like, because you were talking about Adebayor and you said that these Africans.
It was Aubameyang. It was Aubameyang. Yeah.
He hit the belly and then he just got excited and started trying to attach it to lacquer.
No,
He started trying to spread into news.
He wasn't supposed to. I should have put the terms and conditions. He only lost for 2 months. So after that 2 months,
Bro, he wasn't even scoring. He's got like 4 goals this season.
No, but it wasn't the goals. He was important.
Yeah.
It was 2 months.
You know, the flick-ons and the
He
touches and
he
the...
was important for 2 months. The fans were saying, "Oh my god, he's doing so much stuff." As soon as January finished.
I know we'll get into all them things
in
in the season.
I should have done that. But
yeah,
champs and duds. Champ, I want to say
Spurs.
Man City.
I was gonna say
Fine.
Man City,
Champions League.
Conte for me.
We back,
Man City,
baby.
Conte, AC Milan, first title in 11
Giroud.
Giroud.
They pushed you out for lacquer. Let's not forget.
Giroud, Zlatan. Last
Chelsea
time,
as well.
Listen,
Still ain't replaced him.
Zlatan. The last time that AC won the league, they had Pirlo, Ronaldinho. Who else do they have?
Zlatan's one.
Zlatan was there.
Thiago Silva.
Was Thiago there? Yeah, that's the last time. This time they've got Tomori, Rafael Liu, Hernandez.
Who?
How do you say his name? Rafael Liu?
Wait. I'm trying to figure out who you said. You said Rafa Lu?
I said
Luo Deng.
You know you're trying to slip Tottenham Hotspur. Nah, who?
They got players.
Rafael
they got-
Leao.
Leao.
Oh, yeah. You meant Leao. Yeah.
Young players this time. That's funny. So they've done it.
Stroke me.
Bro, this guy is tapped, bro.
You got the other things. But yeah, they've done it with a young squad. And like
Stroke.
their last run, 15 games
Tonali.
unbeaten.
Hey, big
Like,
up.
you know, this is.
the names. You know what?
Hey,
I do, bro. I wrote the cat was there. They
He-
want.
he-
It's only Tonali's
Theo
second season.
Hernandez.
He'll say he wants the superstars to play for Milan. You don't even know.
You're done. It's Tonali's second.
Premier League or La Liga,
It's
please.
Tonali's second season in top flight.
Who's?
Tonali. It's his
Yeah,
second
he
season
paid for
in
that.
top
What
flight.
was it? The
Try to
first
call
season.
him
This
New
is
Pirlo.
this is
That's
third
new
one. Third one.
Gattuso,
No,
bruv.
second.
Dog.
He didn't.
That boy's a dog. Tonali. They try to talk about
Struggled
New
in the
Pirlo.
first season though.
Yeah.
Proper.
But now he's a
But boy,
young
now he's got the
Gennaro.
Scudetto.
Yeah.
That's what I call him.
Yeah.
Young
Boy,
Gennaro.
The keeper.
He's won
Hey,
2 leagues
Mannion.
back to back. Yeah,
Donnarumma. Who? Get
two
out
leagues
of
back
here.
to back.
The
Two
back
leagues
on
back
it,
to
yeah.
back.
Golden
Yeah.
glove.
United
Secure
need
it. He did. You're right.
Golden
United
glove.
need a keeper.
You got golden glove. Come
No,
on.
he
No
just
my
signed a new
leagues.
contract. He just signed a new contract.
Who?
He just signed for
Hey,
them.
listen.
Getting out a big deal.
You've stepped into the European light this year.
Trust me.
Fair play.
After
Fair
last
play.
He needs
Certain
to.
men are
He
still
needs
sleeping.
to. He needs
Talk about
to
they don't
because
rate Lewandowski and Mbappe.
yeah. No, don't get to. Look what he's trying to. You see how he's trying to.
You don't watch European
You
ball.
see how he's trying to
Premier
bubble
League
wrap it. You
merchants.
see how he's trying to bubble wrap it now.
Giving up on
About
European
it,
ball.
bro. No.
You keep laughing at
He even gave up on championship ball.
Yeah, we don't hear that no more.
Bro, I be watching my champions.
Who's
So
the
don't
young
worry
player of
about
the year
me.
this year?
Don't worry. You focus on
Tell
what you
us.
need to. Hey, why have you jumped off
Tell
the
us.
Elise hype?
Huh?
He said it's not popular no more.
No.
Hey,
Why
can't I say my champs? Why am I being attacked?
I just asked him for young.
Can I say my champs?
Who are your champs?
Can I say my champs, please? I got him.
Go
Can I
on.
say my champs?
Go on.
Like, I just feel like I'm being attacked
Go
here.
on, say
Can
your
I say my
champs,
my champs are Jack
I
Grealish
knew it.
because he's a champ.
Go on.
Thank you. He's a literal champ. So I want to give it to Gundogan because your services to Man City, you have delivered 2 titles to Manchester City. I hope they remember that in history when they're talking about KDB and all these, man. Gundogan has delivered 2 titles to Manchester City. What a player. Thank you for your services to City. What a midfielder, underrated as hell.
You'd forget he's a United fan.
I've been there. I've been there standing with you from the beginning. And then Duds.
I know. I got.
We haven't
hold
gone
on.
that yet. We're doing champs.
I got
We're
one
going-
more champ.
Go on, who's your champ?
Calvin Bassey. That performance was ridiculous. Then he
the
came back
last
and won
man.
Man of the Match in Scottish
League
in the
Cup.
Scottish League Cup. He
Yeah.
balled this week, bro.
Ahmad.
Shameless.
But
Shameless.
you tried to get on to me. You said these are two guys are shit.
Calvin Bassey.
Remember you tried to get on to
No,
me.
Ariba was a rating.
No, you said
I
both
like
initially.
Bassey. No, I like
You
Bassey.
said
both
I didn't.
initially, you
I said
did.
that you love.
No,
I
you
said I
said
know
both.
You love Bassey.
You
I didn't
said
say-
both.
I didn't say Bassey.
But go on,
You
you
think
did
say he was there.
Bassey ready for a Premier League move?
Yeah, I did. I think he's.
Yeah, I
I think
do.
he's ready to be a
Where?
tough guy in the Premier League.
CB.
If Gahey can play Premier League ball, Bassey can play Premier League ball.
Spurs.
Who your champs?
levels. Spurs, that's it. I don't care about
Hey,
anyone else.
Zlatan's
cool.
won a title,
Top 4,
league title
baby.
at every club
Champions
except
League.
from
Who?
Zlatan's won a title at every club, league title at every club except from
Manchester United.
Ding, 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 ding.
this football club.
And on to Duds. That's a perfect segue. Duds. Manchester
United.
What, for losing today?
No, you man tried to tank and you still got the one.
I thought ain't that a season that though, or is it?
No, as in today.
Still.
0 goal difference, and you
Madness.
didn't want that, but you still get it.
This United football club.
What else is it? The Pogba thing.
No,
If Pogba goes to Juventus for free, is that a dud on United?
that is the duddery of duds. I
Should've
swear
sold
to
him
you.
time ago.
I'm sorry.
No, but
that's
to buy your own academy player back and then to let him go back to the same place for free. And there's
that's
been no
duddery
progress.
for United, but duddery for him as well. Like you're just playing for United, Juve, bruv. Get a life.
I say Pog back to Pog turn.
You're dumb.
Pog turn.
I forgot. Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because Kolasinac and Saliba both secured Champions League football.
Where's
And Guendouzi.
Where's
Marseille.
Kolasinac?
And Marseille.
And
He
Guendouzi.
sold, though.
Marseille.
The other ones are
He's-
low.
he's sold.
Marseille's
No,
out,
but
Marseille's
Guendouzi
off.
hates them. He was one of the bad apples that
Yeah.
got kicked out. Now he's doing well. He's in the French team, I swear.
Is he permanently
Yeah.
there or is he on loan
He
there?
moved on the perm.
Saliba, young player of the year.
They're
Saliba
dumb.
player of the year. He said,
They're dumb
I
if
want,
they don't
I want to
incorporate him.
experience Champions League football. I want to come back. That's what he said.
Oh, mate.
So that's a dud.
Sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See
That's
it.
That's crazy.
See it. And I
The
know
season ain't even
they
over
keep
yet. Man
talking.
said, I want to
you know what?
experience.
I'm giving Arsenal fans a dud as well because now all of a sudden they're talking about nice trophy finishing fourth. You lot were on your fucking knees for weeks, begging and sucking for a Champions League place, doing up compilations. Nah, brother, I saw it all, yeah. And you bozos are gonna have to sit back for another 5th year trying to compete in that muddy Europa League. Hold that!
Hey,
I told y'all we coming. We here now, baby.
thanks, Graham Potter. Thanks for that. We'll see you in Europa League.
What was your?
We'll see you there.
Who were your duds?
Man United, that's it.
Oh man,
I'm not like you, man. I ain't got no 20 duds.
You know what?
You man,
It's been a good domestic season.
No, Salah's my dad as well. He celebrated like he was a Aguero.
He think he him. Hey,
You
he
ain't
think he him.
Hey,
Hey.
one more champ. One more champ, actually. Shout out everyone fucking watching this, bruv. It's been a long ass fucking season for
Long
real.
season.
The way the comment sections have been going crazy this year as well.
The numbers have been going up.
Bruv, numbers have been going crazy.
Respect
The
has
way
been
people
going
have
up.
been fucking with us, noticing us on
Facts.
road, wherever it
That's
is.
individual
Listen,
stuff. So you get a
everyone
champ of the
watching
week,
this.
man.
Why?
You got to play your team stadium, bruv.
for
What the
real,
hell?
for
That's a
real,
big
for
thing.
real. I
Hey,
can't
let
lie.
me do a
a
deep
big
dive
moment.
into his performance.
That
Go
was-
on, quickly.
Do a
Aye,
deep
Time to
dive
go.
into his performance.
the stoppage time post game analysis.
If I'm gonna describe Fuad as a player, I would describe him as like a Wan-Bissaka type player.
That's it.
Wild touches, loves a slide tackle. Somehow he was dribbling, fell over, got back up and ran through the whole team. I don't know how, but then the end product was poor. Very,
It was offside. The through ball was-
very Wan-Bissaka like. He's very, very similar. First few minutes, he just fouled a man for no reason. Slide tackle.
Gotta let him know you're there early.
The other team started noticing there's a weak spot at the right back position, which was his. They got attacking him regularly, but you know, so I don't know.
Hey, why don't you want to talk about the
That's-
last ditch tackle?
Yeah, oh yeah, come on. Hey, VAR might have.
No.
I don't know if Craig Mitch
This
dived.
is a disservice.
I was a bit far. I don't know. I was looking at the screen. It was only the night tick.
Cuz
It was on Craig
through
Mitch.
on goal.
Yeah, it was
you
on
know,
Craig
you know,
Mitch.
you know when man, their eyes light up. They're already pre-planning the celebration. They got the shirt off. I said, hold on, big man.
Long legs.
Within
The guy's legs are long.
seconds, they were telling me, yo, he ain't athletic. Watch this.
Boy.
I did my 40 in 3 seconds.
How was your stint up top?
I would say the only reason why I say Wan-Bissaka is because they played me right back. I'm a centre back, bro.
How was your-
Why they play me right back?
Wan-Bissaka should be centre back too.
How was your
Hey,
stint-
listen,
how
I
was your
can
stint up top?
confirm.
How's your stint up top?
I am the best footballer.
This
in
guy's a
country.
waffler. We ain't seen him.
Sorry.
We ain't seen him.
Proofs in the puds, mate.
We ain't seen him.
Listen.
Man, talk about
how was the
Lavistock.
up top.
Yeah.
No touches. Very similar to Lukaku versus Palace.
Hey,
No touches.
Is that my fault?
Maybe
Is
7
that my
touches.
fault?
The ball, they were pinging it to him. It was not
you're the
sticking.
biggest liar.
It wasn't sticking.
Bro.
He was losing the first and the seconds.
Hey, we're cutting this out. Brother, they brought on all the dead ballers.
Hey.
Said, hey, stay up top.
Stop talking about your influences
the amount
like
of
that.
curved runs, yeah. The amount of
You changed,
curved runs,
bruv.
the amount of diagonals I was. Them man can't see me, or they ain't got it in their locker.
What's
I
saying
said,
what, the
nah.
Spurs influence
Get
can't
me
ball?
off, man. Get me
Look
off.
what he's saying about his influence club, but he was lifting the trophy. Look at his
Listen,
snake.
Yeah,
Listen,
that hey,
it's
when
snake.
the picture I saw, yeah, it's not good.
All I'ma
I
say-
see my man drinking beer next to you.
All I'm gonna
In
say,
the picture, the celebration
Astaghfirullah.
picture.
big
No,
up.
no, no,
There was
no,
that
no.
Smithy's
Keep that away
finish
from-
was
keep that away.
mad. But listen, man are talking about bus drivers and bus riders. Serious bus rider. Serious bus rider to that trophy. But I am happy for your moment. I'm happy for your moment.
Hey, this is why they say bring your biggest haters along.
Hey.
Where your biggest successes. Biggest hater right
Hey, I
here.
turned up at my biggest hater's funeral just to see he dead. I just want to see you dead.
I swear to you, that was all he came from. I'm here to just watch him get cooked.
You understand?
Anytime I did something good,
It
he
was
was
so
just
funny,
like,
yeah,
unmoved.
because
Bro,
No.
the guy, hey, listen, the guy's body movements are so mad, yeah. Pippa said, did he just do a somersault? Bruv, she said, did he do a somersault while he was on the ball, bro?
It's very Rudiger-esque
No, you
playing style.
Listen, I'm in the group chat now. The first thing I see here is, I can't lie. Fuad looks a bit athletic. I said, is this how you're starting? Is this how you're starting the
That's what I'm
broadcast?
saying. They was hating on me
His
for minute
athleticism
one.
impressed me. For Marley,
Hey, you know what?
hey, you wide hip, you know the wide hip Marleys. You know what I'm talking about, bruv. You know what I'm saying? They all know, bruv.
Listen.
The K legs and that. You know the K leg. They like this, bruv. Them big ass hip aunties.
Nah, fuck.
Hey, He's a flake Marley
Thank
still.
you so
He's
much.
a flake Marley. I'll give you
for
that.
rocking us. We're not finished. We still have more episodes
We're not
coming.
racist.
We're here next week.
No, we're not
Listen,
racist, not
all
racist.
these jokes have been
Hey,
pre-approved.
shout out my Marley brother, man.
Hey,
At HP's party, one guy, he was patting me, shouted out the guys as well.
Someone in the
Show,
box
man,
said
love.
hold tight the show as well. Hold tight Chev
Big
in
man
the box
thing.
today. He said hold tight the gang. Hold tight everyone that helps us up. Hold tight production. You stepped up this season as well. I've got to give you credit.
Big ups to yourself.
But listen, we are
For
not
real.
finished. We have more episodes to come. We have more content to come. The gang are doing content individually as well on their own endeavors. So make sure you keep peeled. Cam's got an announcement. I'm filming something this
Yeah.
week. Fuad's always
That's
doing
coming,
stuff.
actually. It's already been out. That's already out, so I can
Yeah,
announce it.
I got something big.
Yeah.
Look, we let them just
Yeah,
make sure.
yeah, let you see
So
what's going on.
subscribe to the personals, notifications on the personals, notifications on all Stoppage Time accounts, notifications on 360 TV. You know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Keep supporting. God bless you all. We will be back next week. If you're there on Saturday,
Hey,
have fun.
remember what I said? If you have a Real Madrid top, bring a Real Madrid top. If you have a Liverpool top, bring a Liverpool top. Because I'm going to be there, my Benzema hand bandage and my Real Madrid
oh wait,
top.
hold on. I'm so
Let me
sorry.
tell you that.
I'm so sorry. Does Benzema get champ or dud for his Instagram stories?
Nah, he's a tug. That's my boy. Real Madrid! That's my boy. He knows where it
Put
takes.
this.
Oh, the
Oh, tug.
put
Bernie,
this-
tug. Vieira!
Tug, come on.
Tug!
This is
Tug!
I can't lie, he held it.
Hey!
African
Vieira.
uncle.
Hey!
Man said you
uncle
want
held
to
it.
disrespect me.
Are you mad? He gave him the he said, you think you can beat me? You think you can beat me?
Want to challenge me? Want to challenge me?
Am I your mate? Hey!
Listen.
Hey, we're out, man. We're out.